Hello, Gemini, and welcome to Paula B Energy and your reading for September. So glad that you could be here to join me today. And first of all, we want to say a little prayer and just call in our angel spirits, guides, and ancestors, any ascended masters to assist us with receiving the messages that are meant for us. So mote it be. All right. Now, your very first message, Gemini, popped out as business venture. Trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. So it looks like we're starting off with a bang, Gemini. You always have lots of great ideas. And so I know that you've probably been percolating one there in your busy brain. So think on those different ideas. And what I'm getting is you need to write them down so that you can evaluate them. Okay. Your second oracle card message is renew. Nature continuously renews itself year after year. So just a message to follow along in nature's footpaths, to make sure that we are taking that time to rest and renew ourselves. I also think this business venture is going to be a renewal of who you really are. It's going to have a component to it that is very personal for you, and that's what gives you the spark to start it. Okay, great messages right off the bat. Love it. Now, as always, I like to do a little review of your past energy. Then we look at your present energy, future energy. Then we have a row of what's going to be the challenges for the month, and then the blessings. We're already partway through the month, so you're going to see a lot of these things may have already played out for you. Your very first card in your past row is the Chariot. Now, the Chariot is a card of swift forward movement with purpose and plan. I really think that business venture card is tying into this as well. This is a victory card. It means that you are making progress and you're working towards what you need to do. I love this card for you. It's a wonderful way to start the actual tarot reading. And then you've got your second card. Now, keep in mind that this is past energy, so it could be now and 6 weeks into the past. And you have the Tower card. So the Tower is a card of unexpected epiphanies or events. It is always a very dynamic visual that we get with the Tower card. It's always lightning and fire and people falling from the sky. It just indicates a period of upheaval. Now, sometimes that upheaval is really only in our mind. It might just be an emotional upheaval as well. So keep in mind that there are many ways that a Tower card will manifest, but it looks like that, this is in your past energy. It's not in the present. All right, and then your third card for your past energy is the Ten of Pentacles. Lovely card to get. Of course, pentacles are earth energy, and it's the energy of our resources. So this could be in any area of our resources. So think about where you are experiencing abundance in your relationships, your career, your money, your health. Could be your time and energy as well. This is a card showing that we are learning how to save our resources, how to be good stewards of our resources. And this includes you as well, Gemini. So this card, often it's called the legacy card, or what are we leaving behind? But we see in this card, it's a treasure chest. And it shows that, they're putting money, they're putting their resources in a place of safekeeping. So the message that I'm getting is that it's time for you to really look at how you spend your resources. Keep in mind, this includes things where money is not involved. For instance, our relationships, or perhaps our health. There's things that we can do that don't cost us any money, but we are spending our energy and our time and so forth. So how are you taking care of your resources? Are you making sure that you're getting enough sleep? Are you eating the right foods? Are you making sure to make time for the people that you want to be close to? How are you nurturing your resources so that they will grow? That's what's happening in this card. Okay, wonderful. Now we move into the present energy. And keep in mind that this could have started at any point within the last couple of weeks. Your very first card is the Four of Cups. Now, cups is water energy. It's the energy of emotions. And the Four of Cups shows us someone who appears to be kind of, he's sort of in a daze. He's leaning up against a tree. There are 3 cups beside him on the grass, and they are upright, which means that they are full. When we see cups that are standing up straight in tarot, it indicates that this is fullness, richness. It is emotional experience that is, that we are experiencing and enjoying. All right. Then you've got this hand, this mystical, magical hand that is offering another cup. But the person in this picture, let me see if I can get closer. The person in this picture does not appear to notice it. If I can get the camera to focus, you'll see that their eyes are not even open. So they're not seeing this cup that is before them. And it's a cup of divine. I mean, look at it. It's a hand coming out of thin air. So when this card shows up, often it can indicate where we're feeling apathy. Perhaps we're indifferent. Maybe we're just so busy with everything that's going on that we don't see some wonderful opportunity that's being brought into our attention. We're just unaware of it. When this card comes up, it's an indication of it's time to look around and see, okay, what is it that I'm missing? Is there an opportunity being given to me that I just don't see? Where can I see more opportunities? Great card to get. Okay, your next card, and I'm loving this because it's right next to the Tower, and it's the Sun card. Now, the Sun card is a card of expansion, a card of, it blesses the whole reading, okay? It's basically the best card to get in tarot because it lightens the reading. It brings light to the situation. We view the Sun as the giver of light and of life. We actually are made of light, and so are all of the plants and animals around us. And the sun is what helps us to have all of that abundance on planet Earth. And so this is a card that says things are going to lighten up for you. It's going to be getting better. If it's been feeling dark in the past with that Tower situation, maybe you've been rushing and going and doing a lot of things, and now it's time to lighten up a little bit. Love it. Okay, now your third card in your present energy is the Five of Pentacles. Now, Pentacles again is earth energy. It is slower energy, and it is very, can feel heavy sometimes. That's its nature. Earth is slower energy. And so 5 of Pentacles, it shows us a couple of people, and they appear to be outside what looks like some sort of church. You can see the stained glass window there. And they're outside. They're obviously cold, hungry. They don't have a lot of resources. 5, the number 5 is a number of chaos, of lack, of conflict of some sort. And these people are in conflict at this moment. They are having a chaotic moment in their life where they actually need help. And they're a little bit too focused on what they don't have. And they're not focusing on what they're right next to. I mean, look at the light that is pouring out of that stained glass window. And in our culture, churches are considered to be places of sanctuary. So why are they not turning and going and knocking on the door and asking for help, asking for sanctuary? So whenever the 5 of Pentacles comes up in a reading, it's always an indication that our attitude needs a little bit of an adjustment. It's telling us, hey, you're looking at the things you don't have, and there are things that are available to you that you're not paying any attention to. Possibly, it's also an indication that you're not willing to ask for help. Maybe you think people won't help you, or maybe you're too proud and you don't feel like you should ask for help. Maybe you're just not aware of the resource, like that 4 of Cups card. You have 2 cards of being unaware of resources that are available to you. And they're in two different arenas. One is in the emotional arena, and the other one is actually in the physical realm, actual physical resources. So, big indication that we need to change our thought process. We need to start thinking about what do we already have that we are grateful for, and then be looking around for what more things can I be grateful for. When we do that, it awakens our ability to see what we have, what resources we already possess, and it also helps us to see the opportunities that we were blind to before. I'm loving this reading so far for you, Gemini, and if you are too, please click the like button. I hope you share it too. I really want more people to be able to experience the readings. Okay, now we're going to move to your future energy. We still have some September coming up, so this is going to be really relevant to you. You may already be in this energy, but it's definitely going to be hitting over the next couple weeks or so. And your very first card is the Seven of Swords. Swords is air energy. It has to do with our thoughts, our mental processes, the way that we think about something. And sevens are cards of transition, or numbers of transition. And what we see here is we've got this person. I'll zoom in on him. We've got this person, and he has a bunch of swords in his hand. He appears to be walking out the gate. He did not take all the swords. There's a couple of swords on the ground. And a lot of readers will read this as thievery, stealing, being sneaky. I read tarot cards upright and reversed, and in their upright position, I feel that they are in their most balanced expression, the best expression of the card. And when it's reversed, to me, it tends, because that's upside down, and for me, being upside down, you're not oriented really well. So to me, an upside down presentation indicates imbalance. Every reader is different. The traditional meaning of this card would be deceit or thievery. I read this card as balanced. Now, it appears that he's taking these swords. We really don't know why he's taking these swords, but he is taking them. He's not taking them all. This indicates that there's some sort of thought behind that, at least to my mind. And it seems to me that he's being very strategic about what he's doing. He's obviously come at a time when no one is there. He's taking these swords. We don't really know what he's going to do with them. Perhaps he's going to take them to his friends, or maybe he's selling them, or we don't know. But he is being very strategic in how he's doing it, and probably why. So for me, the Seven of Swords, when it comes in the upright position, it's a card of strategy. And that requires thought, which swords are all about. So I think this really pulls together your reading with that business venture, the ability to be able to look around and see what resources that you have. It's showing me that there's some thought processes that you're going to need to employ that will really help you be able to be strategic about the next steps that you're going to take for the rest of the month. Okay. It looks like it's going to work out for you because your next card is Six of Pentacles. This is a fantastic card to get. We see here a gentleman who apparently has quite a few coins. Pentacles is earth energy, and the pentacle symbol that you see there, that represents his money, but it's also your resources of all types, not just money. But in this representation, this is so we can understand it, right? And what is he doing? He is actually weighing on the scales. He has quite a bit of money, and he's weighing on the scales to see, what do I have for me that I need for my needs and the responsibilities that I have, and what can I give? You see these hands that are holding out. So it is a card of charity, definitely, and of giving where we can, but it's also another card of strategy. It's a card of counting the cost, making sure that before you give of your resources, which are your time, your energy, your money, your career, your business venture, your relationships, your health, before you give out of those resources, make sure, do I have enough for myself? You cannot pour from an empty cup. And so you want to make sure that you're not robbing yourself when you're giving to others. Okay, great. Now, your very next card in the energy that's coming towards you for the rest of the month is Ace of Pentacles. Now, what we see here is a great big pentacle. It's indicating that aces are always beginnings, and this is a new resource that's coming into you. Might be connected to that business venture that we talked about. It's definitely connected to all of the resources that you currently possess. Sometimes this card will come up when we have an unexpected windfall of money. So it might actually mean that you're winning money, or that you're inheriting money, or some new resources coming into you. Now, because resources are more than just money, it might be maybe you're meeting somebody new. So far I don't really see a whole lot of love, so I'm not seeing that this is a love reading, but it could be that there is a new stable type of person that's coming into your life that's really helpful for you. Might be a love interest eventually, but right now that's not really the focus. Could be a new friend that's coming in. Perhaps it's someone who wants to be a business partner in your business venture. I don't know, but something new and something that's really going to help you is coming in. It might be that you're getting a new, firmer hold on your health, and you've been implementing some practices that are really helping to build that for you. Okay, now we come to the challenge row. And your very first card in the challenge position is the Queen of Pentacles. And we look at her and we go, wow, she got everything. How is this a challenge? Well, keep in mind the rest of the cards of the reading. We certainly had that card of Four of Cups, and we had the Five of Pentacles. So sometimes we can get a little complacent where we are. We enjoy our creature comforts. Maybe we don't want to step out of our comfort zone because we're really liking it there. It's also a possibility that we're not recognizing where there might be other resources available to us. She is definitely a person who is able to manifest. So in your challenge position, start looking at areas where maybe you haven't been manifesting, possibly because your mindset is not just right yet. All right, that's the message I'm getting on that one. And now we have the King of Swords. I'm going to show it to you in the upright position. It did come reversed. So King of Swords, now this is, of course, air energy, the energy of thought and the mind. And in the upright position, it's a balanced energy. It's the king who can direct his thoughts and direct his mind and be in control of that. You have it in the reversed position. So for me, his head is upside down. And it could be that you've got some thoughts that are just sort of swirling around in your brain, and you're really having a hard time dealing with that, and you're not able to direct them. The king is always the outward or masculine expression of the energy of the suit in tarot. So the energy of the suit in this case is our mind, our thoughts, also our communications. Could be your challenge this month, maybe some challenges in expressing in communicating with others. Make sure that you're very clear on what you're communicating before you let it out. And that includes emails and texts. Okay, and then your third card, you actually got a twofer. So your very first card that you got, and it was reversed as well, is the Four of Swords. Now, normally the Four of Swords is indicating a period of resting the brain particularly. And we see here a knight who is lying down. His sword is at hand, but he is resting. Now, in the reversed position, it looks like he's about to fall on those swords. It's kind of nerve-wracking. So I'm going to say that your challenge this month is you're not getting enough rest. And by rest, I mean resting that busy brain of yours, Gemini. You have a very busy brain. It's going all the time. And that is one of the challenges of most Geminis, is that they struggle to turn that off or turn it down. So that's going to be your challenge this month, is to take more time to rest your brain. Now, this doesn't mean you're just going to sleep all the time. It means that you're turning your brain off of all of the problems that you tend to overthink about, and you're giving it a rest. So focus your brain on something else. Go do something you've never done before. Go somewhere you've never been. Go eat some food you've never eaten before. Something to just kind of break you out of that track that you're in. Your bonus card that you got in the challenge section is the Ten of Swords. Now here we see someone who has basically just been completely battered down by their own thoughts and communications. The 10 is always the ending in the suit, and of course it's swords, and you've gotten a lot of swords, which I would expect in a reading for Gemini. So this is showing that there is an ending to it, but it might be a little bit of it's going to be a burden, is what I'm hearing. It's going to be a burden. So bear in mind that there's going to be a lot of communication. Okay, what I'm seeing with this is, so take a look at all those swords. Imagine all of those swords are data or pieces of information that are coming into you. And it's just like bam, 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 just hitting you over and over and over and over. That is what it's going to kind of feel like this month. So I want you to be aware of it so you can be prepared for it, right? And it's these two cards came out together. So that's telling me that this battering of information is going to be overwhelming, and you're really going to need to take a break. Probably more than one. All right, now let's get to the blessings row. Please hurry with the blessings. All right, your first card is the Strength card. This is a card of Leo. Of course, we see the lion there. And the Strength card is all about compassion. It is about inner strength. And definitely, Gemini, it takes inner strength to be able to turn the brain off and go to something different. Allow your mind to think about something different. And it's not just allowing, but actually telling your mind to think something different. So this compassion that you're going to have is for you. It's for yourself. Okay. And it's coming in as a blessing, which means that you will be receiving compassion, not only from yourself, but from others as well. Your next blessing card is the Eight of Swords. Now, this doesn't really look like a blessing, does it? Again, we're back into that air energy, the energy of thought and communication. And we see here that she's blindfolded and her hands are tied in front of her, but they're kind of loosely tied. And she appears to be inside a ring of swords. So this is definitely the energy of being trapped in your mind. But it's a trap of your own making, right? Her hands are actually in front of her. And I always thought, why didn't she just go take the blindfold and take it off? She could see where she's at. Her feet aren't tied. She could actually get up, but she's frozen, right? Frozen there. So as a blessing card, I'm going to say, you're going to take that blindfold off. You're going to see, oh, okay, I've got some other opportunities here. I've got some resources coming in. I have other things that I can go do, so I don't have to obsess and worry about stuff. So there is light at the end of the tunnel. You've got that Sun card in that same row with the Eight of Swords. Eventually, I'll be able to get two cameras going. But anyway, that Sun card blesses your whole reading. So that means that there is light coming. You're going to be able to see. All right, your final blessing card is Page of Pentacles. Wow, look at that peacock. That really strikes me, the richness of the colors of the peacock feathers. So pages are always messengers, and pentacles, of course, is that earth energy. You have primarily pentacles and swords energy in this reading. Very little of the other suits. So that's very interesting. So you're going to be moving kind of back and forth between in your head, and then you need to go get grounded. In your head, and then go get grounded. Kind of a little bit like a seesaw there. But the page is always a messenger. He comes to tell us of resources that we are going to have. He also is learning. So pages are youthful energy, beginning energy. And this is going to be a time for you to be learning more skills about how to deal with your resources. Yeah. Okay. Now, what a month. It looks like you're going to be learning a lot. You're going to be learning how to get out of your head. You're basically going to be learning how to become more peaceful, I believe. and how to renew yourself and how to rest. That's definitely been a theme that I can see through the entire reading. Your final message is from Oracle of the Dragon Fae. And I do choose the card ahead of time. I don't choose it, Spirit does. I just shuffle, and the card that comes out is what you get. So this card says, and I don't know if I'm saying it correctly, so I apologize to anybody who actually knows. Apalala or Apalala. I don't know how to say that. You are a peaceful being. It's card number 4 in the deck, and it looks like this. It very much looks like the symbol of Tao, yin and yang. We see dark and light, so I like that balance there. It says, you are a peaceful being bringing more peace into your life. You may be wishing for more peace and for conflict on a personal and global scale to be done with. Please do not put your energy into fighting war. Instead, create peaceful moments wherever possible. This does not mean that you need to be weak or passive, but instead, choose to draw incredible strength and do not waver from your choice to bring more peace in. Know that your conversations about peace and beliefs are bringing about change. Choose to be stronger, more peaceful, and watch harmony and joy flower in your life. Well, that makes me feel peaceful right there. I hope it does you too. Thank you so much, Gemini, for being here. Please hit the like button, subscribe, and share with your friends so that more people can see these messages. And I hope you'll join me next month. Have a wonderful rest of your month. Bye-bye.